Sanchez be with a shoulder. The massive no come sing along. All my girls and all my fans have been around.
Television Ministry, Reverend Professor Gregory Irabo, General Overseer, Spokesman Communication Ministry. Date Monday 28th March.
By the way, the boss break.
My country people who now remember Easter Bedu. Yes,
we support the president, the cabinet, when they try at the military, when they destroy and pursue Boko Haram from this our country.
Those people when say they don't want me Nigerians get peace. With those people when say they don't want me the Northerners get peace. I want to use this medium and encourage the federal government, the military men. May they not stop. May they continue to the fight until the last man in Northern Nigeria say, I am free.
The soldiers they try, but make government re-empower them, make them reinforce them, so that they will get more force to fight Boko Haram. Boko Haram people they fight it, so they don't know them.
This matter, na intelligence, na they tell the fighter. Government need serious intelligence network. When you go to bring information, how these people they work out, how do they plan, how do they do things. This kind of war, not be the war when they fight with power. You fight more with intelligence than power.
Watch Easy Gun for this station every Friday by 10:30 p.m.
It's your favorite show on TV. It's exciting and lively. It's so much fun to see. Maximum satisfaction, just like developed a dream. Different flavors, feel good taste. Just like developed a dream. If you want the deep straight up with much satisfaction, watch Valletta Valletta. Watch Valletta Valletta. Because that's what you can relax. Watch Valletta Valletta. Valletta non-alcoholic drink. Watch Valletta Valletta.
I love your swag and I love your tempo, simple. Yeah. No one can taste, cause you're the best. You made the girls feel a taste. I'm so obsessed, just to see your face.
Does your school have what it takes to compete in a quiz competition on various subjects? Then come and register your school for the Nen and Friends Brain Power Game. Nen and Friends Brain Power Game is an opportunity for students to learn various topics in a fun environment while engaging in healthy competition.
T for D-Buy. D-Buy. Final answer? Correct.
Entry is free and there are exciting gifts and prizes for the
ITV Channel 22.
ITV Channel 22.
Independent television, factual news, breaking news, quality programs, entertaining programs, sports, class signals in over 8 neighboring states. Independent television, certainly the best.
Definitely. They're going. right, good to know you. Stay tuned for that break, and I'm sure you've learned a thing or two. All right, now talking about the discussion for today, I already said we're going to talk about this 500,000 unemployed graduates getting jobs as teachers. Yes, a combination of the graduates, fresh graduates, and the NC holders. And today, discussing with me is very close to me right here is a lecturer, a Uniben lecturer. I'm talking of Mr. Martins. Aineroa. I got it. Good afternoon. It's always a pleasure to be with you. All right, and I have a very senior man right here. I'm talking of an associate professor, Dr. Egyato Raphael. I will leave the middle name.
Okay. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, so we really want to talk about this today because you're both in the education field. You're lecturers. You know how these things are done. Even though the bulk of the people that are getting employed are not going to tertiary institutions, it doesn't really matter. Education is education. Now, the first thing I noticed was when the federal government proposed this employment stuff, the statement they said was not, we are going to employ 500,000 young graduates to help the teachers that are already there, because we lack teachers, or they didn't say we're going to employ people because many teachers might have lost their lives in Northeast. No, that was not the statement. The statement was they want to help unemployment. Is the education field a dumping ground? What happened to the other fields? Education is very sensitive. Can we just lift people and drop them there? Mr. Martins, how do you feel about that statement?
Well, at first, it depends on the qualifications of those involved.
Okay.
No, education is not a dumping ground. And if the government decides to pay key attention to the educational sector, I think it's a very wrong approach. Because I work in the university, and most times you see cases where your colleagues, you start asking certain questions. What happens to this person after NYC? Just realize that there was little or no development, and you start asking yourself, is this person supposed to be here? Now, if you decide to open the room for every other person out there who is a graduate to come into the system, trust me, the system will collapse and get worse than what we have. The educational sector is a very sensitive sector in terms of the development of any nation. Now, the best legacy you can bequeath to a child is education. So you must be very careful on the nature and kinds of people you trust your children to for better education. Because if you decide to just open the door, trust me, you are going to get the good, the bad, and the ugly. And that is going to dent a serious blow. What we should be looking at here is reaching out for human capital development in terms of educational sector. Yes, the past administrations tried starting something like that in terms of sponsoring most of the first-class graduates to gain further education outside the country, the top 100 universities in the world, and they signed a bond. A private university or from a government university, or returning back, you are supposed to lecture in a public university for a minimum period of 10 years or 15 years before you go. By such doing, you are looking at the best brains, polishing them, giving them the best, and making them come back to deliver. That is what we should be looking at. It is not just getting them back into the system. What are they bringing? What are they coming to impact? That is not done. If you look at the 500,000 as per se, I think perhaps we need more than that. Yes. The university system is supposed to be that, for example, it's supposed to be about, if I'm not wrong, my prof can put me right if I'm wrong, about 20 students to a lecturer. And what we have is more than 100 students to one lecturer. And that means that we are lacking. We need more hands. We need more qualified hands. We need more research institutions. Research is now, education is not all about teaching. What about the research institutes? We have 9-4, for example, and we have the Rubber Research. These are research institutes that are part of the learning process. We have in Lagos, we have the Nigeria School of Medical Research in Yaba. We have a lot of them spread all over the length and breadth of the nation.
There are 1 million people actually, 500,000 unemployed graduates, 500,000 artisans. Then he also talked about feeding students. You know, they get lunch, free lunch, in every public school across the country. As if that was not enough, it talked about 5,000 naira, like a pocket money every month for the unemployed. And then he talked about stopping Boko Haram insurgency by December last year. Now, we've not seen any of these things. That's aside the other promises. In fact, now exchange rate is something else. Things are just getting, well, I know some people say things get worse before they get better. But looking at all these things we see right now, is it really feasible? Is it possible? Does it seem like something that's going to work out? 500,000 teachers in Nigeria right now.
Yeah. My colleague here said so many things about the issue of employing 500,000 teachers. I think he was looking from the aspect of not bringing it to teach from primary school and secondary education. You know, like he makes this reference to where first class student are sent overseas, mandated to come back and teach university. What this government said, they said they want to employ 500 persons, graduate to teach, 500,000 graduates to teach in secondary school and primary school. That is a welcome development from my own point of view, because I teach mathematics in 400 level civil engineering. I teach mathematics at master's level civil engineering. I know what I encounter. It shows that the people that is coming out from secondary school, they are not grounded. So we need to rethink. It depends on the way and manners in which the federal government is going to use in employing this graduate. I must say here that they are unemployed graduates. They are unemployable graduates. I've seen it. I've been in an interview where you ask somebody a basic physics question. Somebody who is a final year student in physics, she couldn't answer. It shows that something is wrong somewhere. So those kind of persons are not employable. So the government should put, a framework in place whereby those good ones among the few can be selected to teach our children. Actually, we are lacking, especially in the area of science where I belong. I've had sometimes cry that they don't have chemistry teacher, they don't have mathematics teacher.
Now, where I served, I don't want to mention, you realize that most of these schools, what they do is that they don't employ teachers. They wait for core members to come because they are always in season. Core members don't go out of season. And you realize that they use these core members to teach certain subjects. By the time I got to school, fine, grounded in my area of biology. I came into the class, I was assigned SS2 and 3. For me to teach SS2, I realized that the basic knowledge they ought to have in SS1 wasn't there. I was like, who has been teaching people biology? I was like, one copper like that. I wept. Now, if that same copper were to be employed tomorrow, trust me, I think those people will go through secondary school without a basic knowledge of biology. And just like my prof said, they will enter the university system with a lot of deficiency. And that will have to, now you start saying the university system is not good. No, the foundation matters. Now, you see this trend most times in public primary schools or secondary schools. So first of all, I think the government needs to do a total reform on the system, including the incentives that go, their salaries. That is only when and only when these graduates will be encouraged. Because trust me, a graduate who works in a primary school, for example, and earns less than 30,000 in a month, for example, will seek other jobs. By 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, that young man or woman is done for the day and go seek for somewhere else to make up for the balance to survive the remaining parts of the month. So it is not that encouraging. So we must make it attractive. We must make in fact, there's nothing wrong you walk into a school and in fact you want to learn. But this is not what we see. We see a lot of pictures, trendy pictures on Facebook. We see students sitting on blocks to learn.
On the floor.
So, I don't know, if I'm set to that school, in fact, my morale, I will resign. I won't even teach. But what happens to most of those teachers carry there and seek alternative? The children suffer. Just as I said before, it's not just to pump in the people. You must do a total reform of the sector. You must ensure that are going to learn is conducive. The students are willing to come to school to learn. Then secondly, you must make the teachers to go home smiling. So those are some of the questions that our people in the office need to answer, need to address. So that's why you ask the question, where 500,000? A lot. We can just, there's nothing wrong. You have over 500, for example, teachers in a particular school to teach different subjects. In fact, there are a lot of subjects that we sideline because we don't have the expertise. And for example, teaching language in school, how many graduates are you going to find there? Why? Because none of them want to go to the universities to study Igbo or Yoruba or linguistic or Edo language. So those are some of the factors. French, how many? Whoever comes wants to be an ambassador or something, wants to do international relations, and he does not want to teach it in secondary school. So these are the four. That's why you realize that because of cheap labor, they employ anyone they want to just to get things going, or they wait for the core members to come. Once no core member wants to teach in a school and be retained. No core member. So those are the. So it is not attractive. I don't think if I were to be retained where I said, I don't think I would have stayed. I won't stay because I say it in class. I can't teach here. So those are some of the things you are looking at.
Okay. I haven't said there's something I want to say. When government say I don't have time to pay the workers, sometimes I look at fraud. Has any government said one day that I have no money to pay myself as government of the state?
No.
Or I have not removed my security vote?
No.
The security vote you are having is okay, you pay salary for goodness sake. So it is fraud, stealing. I don't know why some of those our governors are not in jail. You have been in jail because of what they are doing to the economy. They have a lot of assistance. PS on this, PS on the, what do you call it? Special assistance on this, and the money you are using to pay these people can solve some of these problems we are looking at. So that's the area I want to contribute from what you just said.
Okay, we have so many questions that we want to ask. We want to know how this process will be carried out. We want to know why we are not carried along. We just hear one day it's in the papers that the employment has started. Most likely that's how it's going to happen. And then you're wondering, when did the 9 months training commence? When did they start? When did they end it? Why can't we just get people to answer the questions that we have? We'll go on a short break. We're not done with this program. We'll definitely come back to talk. We'll be right back.
Change a difficult, you have some control over. So, biting your nails or worrying yourself into a tizzy, don't worry about it because you can loosen stress's grip and
borrowing words room. So what are we talking about? And
cajole you with the view of getting your vote from you. PDP was not ready to leave power. APC was not prepared to take power. That's where we are. So all these things they are saying, some of them might not come to reality. Look at the way somebody former governor of Lagos State, the Minister of Power, Fashola, stood up and said, I've increased the electricity tariff where there's no light. Yesterday I bought tariff at about 24 naira per kilo, plus service charge, which is told us removed. So it is fraud everywhere, my sister. As he said, posting teachers to rural area, as case may be, and we are saying that what can I do for your country? Think of what you can do for your country and what the country can do for you. But the basic amenity which Nigeria government should provide, light, electricity, and water, will not have it. If you go to my village now, there's no light. But I had to buy a generator for my father some time ago. No light, no water. It is very sad. I don't know. Look, I produce water. Sorry. The Commissioner of Energy and Water Resources is collecting money from us for selling water, where he has failed on his responsibility to provide water for the people. He went to some water company to close it down. Is it not back? So we're not serious. So things must be done the way it is. On the issue of this teacher employment, I don't know how they will conduct the training. Now we don't have the program. If we have the program, we cannot look at where they are facing.
Yeah.
But my advice is that they should look at, as I just said, university education, university system. Like University of Benin, the University, Abesan University, case maybe, those are old universities as it is now. You can add these people to help you select graduate that can teach in secondary school. Not everybody. I was teaching mathematics recently. My department, I won't say it, so I think people know that. Not in civil engineering. I say when they move from a point A to point B and to point C, what is distance? How do you calculate the distance between A and C? You use a sign formula. They don't know it. It's not very sad. So we must look at how to teach this subject, because O level is very key. It's very key. At the first year, if you are science and engineering, you do some revision of what you have done, what you did in secondary school. Yeah. They made assumptions. Don't do lecturer at year 1. They believe that you have this one you did it before. Yes. You understand? So, and then before you are in year 2. Before you are now applying what you have done in secondary school to solve problem in year 3 or year 4. Yeah. And you cannot cope because your secondary school background is weak. So government must look at how do we clean up the system. Look at teachers that can teach. Like for example, in physics, chemistry, we have, apart from teaching physics, there's practicals. There are some people who are trained to teach practicals. Yeah. So all these things should be looked at holistically, so that we can, communicate to our students and so have a better tomorrow. As it's always said, the future is for the youth. But people like, I don't want to mention them, they sit there and we are saying that the future is for the students. So it's an issue. This country we are now, so many things have gone wrong. I don't know where to start from. So, and I believe that the government, what they plan for is what they are saying. You can see how instead of in this budgetary of our nation, Barry he said budget of change. People in the ministry, they frustrated him, push some figures, and you can see what it is. The usual process before is to, you bring any budget, take it to the National Assembly. Ghana must go follow it. But Barry will tell you no, do the work. That's why we are seeing this revelation. It has been there. So there are so many things, from teacher to education to working to rules. I don't understand. I don't even know where we are going to. Sometimes I look at it, I was telling my wife, like, will I go back to Russia where I came from?
Please don't go back. We need you right here in Nigeria, especially your students in University of Benin. And that's how we roll right here on Flipside every Wednesday. We come here from 1:30 to a time like this, and we just talk about a social issue, a challenge, a problem, something that affects you, that affects me, but we're not political. No. We don't do politics right here. We just talk about issues that concerns you and I. And today I'm very positive that you've learned, or you've at least heard. Maybe later the Holy Spirit will work on what you heard today, and moreover, change starts from you. We're all Nigerians. And before I let my guests, they should say their last words on the show today. So I'll start with the Associate Prof. Yes, honor should be given to whom honor is due. You're older than both of us right here.
Well, what I want to say is that I think the government should come out. Let's be serious with what we're doing. I want to say quickly here. In Egypt, when I was in Russia, I had some friends that came from Egypt. Every year, they send their best student to overseas for PhD every year. You can remember the amount of. If you're the best student in your faculty, in your department, it's compulsory you must do a master's degree in your department. After that, you are sent overseas for PhD. We should encourage education. Education is the key.
Knowledge. Good teachers will teach, but a superior teacher will not just teach. The teacher will inspire, and the knowledge that she's going to impact or is going to will linger on forever. You want to be like your teachers. We want Nigeria to get back to the days where you see your teachers and you're like, I want to be like this man, I want to be like this woman when I grow up. My name is Daisy by 7 Minutes. Thanks for staying with us on Flipside. Glad you could join us. Please make it our duty to join us again, same time, same station next week. Bye.
ITV Channel 22. Independent television, factual news, breaking news, quality programs, entertaining programs, sports, class signals in over 8 neighboring states. Independent television, certainly the best.
Find good clothes where you go by.
Hello, I used to be Tim Conway, and we're going to tell you how to be a scream-free parent. You think they heard that?
Today on Living the Life, our good friend Tim Conway's back, and he's trying to make sense of some unusual gadgets we found. Plus, for staying in control when your child is throwing a tantrum.
Here's a little that can make you feel.
Goldie has help for relieving heartburn. That's today.
So excited because it's Tuesdays with Tim. Yay. Tim is back with us.
What a guy.
It's
a humorous icon. By popular demand. Our viewers love you. They've been emailing and everything.
Thank you. That's been me emailing. Hope you got them all.
So many names, isn't it?
Yeah. Beverly, June, Mikey.
Lots of email addresses.
Hey, speaking of coming up with things, we thought it would be kind of fun to start today with some of these odd and unusual items and just kind of guess what they might be. And
wow.
I have
knew
no
you'd have
clue.
some
No.
interesting.
Oh, yes.
Odd and unusual, so we thought of you.
Probably, yes.
Who knows what this is?
I actually know what that is. That's the only thing I know.
Do you know what this is?
May I just handle it for a moment? Does it do?
Yeah.
I'll be. Well, you put this in a pot that has a lot of things in it. You press down on it, and one of the things bends, and the other one doesn't. And then you take it back to the hardware and say, hey, I thought all of these were supposed to bend. I would say it's probably for either getting spaghetti out or something of that nature.
I think you need to try it on Louise's head.
I think it's a scalp massage.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Well, it's also an eye pointer out there.
But you know, my head's too small for this.
Well, you can adjust it, though.
Oh,
see,
do you adjust it?
That is why they actually
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So that's what it is? It's
all right,
a
well,
scalp massage?
all right, that doesn't work for me. All right, now.
I'm so sorry I invented
What
this.
is this? What do you think this is?
I think everybody in the audience probably knows what
Does
that
anyone
is.
know in the audience who knows what this is? Anyone? Anyone? See, nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
I do because
Tim said he did.
My mother used to hit me with that a lot.
Yep.
That is that's a rug beater.
It is a rug
Or a Tim beater.
Or a Tim beater. Either one. Yes,
So
yes.
that's what they used to beat the rugs
Yeah.
with. All right.
Okay, what is this? To me, I look at this and I think, well, it's a makeup bag.
Yeah.
Of course, but you know better.
I don't know better, actually. The only thing I could think of was, do you remember when they used to have tea cozies?
Yeah, that's what I was
Is that what you would
mini
say?
tea cozy? What is this?
Oh, no.
What is it? It's a baked potato mitt.
It creates a just right
to
baked
bake
potato
in microwave.
Wow.
You can bake the potato
You
in the
can bake a
microwave.
potato in that.
Oh, that's brilliant.
That's
okay,
pretty kind of cool.
Okay, who knows?
A
little
it's floss.
duck.
It's for floss. You put dental floss in there, and then you take the. No, that's not it. No.
Maybe, you take your teeth out and do it on that. Would it be better?
What is that?
And they floss automatically.
Do you know what that is?
I know what that is, I think. I
What,
don't know
Miss
what.
Terry?
Can I?
It's not a salt and pepper
when you bake a
ding?
pie, you put it in the middle of the pie and it releases the.
Laura's cooking. It's like swallowing battery acid already. Now, if your heartburn is a problem that doesn't seem to go away, this is what I want you to do. Listen to Goldie. You go to the doctor because, and I'll tell you why, it could be something more serious. But not to worry, my sweetie pie, because I'm sure you're going to be fine. But remember, as soon as you get home from the doctor, don't forget to call your mother.
I know those
Mercy.
women.
You know what? If your throat isn't gone by next year, I don't know.
Well, listen, how many shows did we do on the road? We're trying to figure that out. How many did we actually do?
Close to 1,000.
Close to 1,000. This is Together Again. With
We had to listen to that for
That's too frightening to contemplate.
Well,
actually.
that's what George, we had to listen to George Burns every night. Right. Every night. It's amazing how she can go from different places like that.
Frightening.
Yeah.
She said that.
I imagine you didn't date much in school, but it was,
No.
She was her own
I could date myself because there were so many people inside this head. We talked about how physical comedy was this, in the Carol Burnett show. How many pratfalls did you guys do? When I was watching a PBS special the other night, I couldn't believe how many you guys didn't know. Are you in pain?
Did you ever get really hurt?
I broke my back once, but it wasn't in a pratfall. It was in a football game. But yes, you always, you always. But you don't realize it at the time until afterwards, and then you go, "I'm missing a finger." Just a minute.
Where did I leave that?
It gets a little painful, but it comes later, the next morning.
Well, every day.
Gusto.
Yeah, but we had this one bit that we did where Tim would fall back. It was called The Boring Speech, and he was falling asleep and he would fall back, and every night I would hold my breath thinking, is he ever going to get up out of this pratfall? Well, listen, you guys, if you want good, clean fun for the whole family, get a copy of the DVD Together Again, featuring hilarious skits from Harvey, Tim, everybody. And hey, it is so fabulous. And if you love good humor like the Carol Burnett Show, you're going to love this. So go to livingthelife.com.
Find good clothes where you go buy. Make you combo. Parties day, yeah. Good fabrics. Parties. Excellent. Parties. Excellent double free. Parties. Excellent gold. Parties. Pause. Parties. Akosobo 8 Parties. Woody. Parties. Play fabrics. Parties. Super Biju. Parties.
Patties for fabrics that are outstanding, do not wash, durable, high quality, very affordable, and far better prices, especially if you are a wholesale and retail textile dealer. You will find us in Benin City. Parties Nigeria Limited, number 11 Sokwabe Road, by Benin City. Call 081-718-95811. Parties Super Ashwebi Prints Unlimited.
Aluminium roofing brings out the complete beauty of your building. There are aluminium and steel products all over the place. There is something peculiar about our product and services. We manufacture high-quality aluminium roofing sheets of all colors and gauges. Our oven-baked color-coated sheets are durable and resist weather hazard. At Benko Aluminium, we supply and install as requested by customers. We offer prompt supply services to our numerous customers anywhere. And we are also professionals in steel fabrications such as warehouse, churches, filling stations, canopies, etc. Benko Aluminium. Locate us at number 188 Saple Road beside PHCN Transmission Office. Telephone 0709-881-0816
or 08055627276.
Benko Aluminium, the builder's choice always.
Join the trade and be connected to DB Authentic Customized Collections, DB wristwatches, DB joggers, DB trainers, DB t-shirts and polos, DB spin back cap, DB African attire, DB leather belts, DB ladies gown, DB genuine leather bags for male and female. Contact us today at the Meridian Lodge Hotel Complex to number 0703 191 1820. DB Collections. Be noticed.
For Libya before I come become driver for you here. We sabi the road. Now so the road sabi us. Once we move, until they see our back. Journey of 3 hours. Now 1 hour will take the run out. Oga come make with
you. Fail. Next. Father, you not see how this cut and this tie where Oga give us fine. If your family follow us travel, then go watch film and listen to music tire. As we dance and Zoto for television, that's how our boss they dance as Zoto for road. Whether gallop or no gallop, oh yeah, make with the Oga. You fail. Next.
For our meals and motors, now safety of all our passengers be number one. We dey make sure say we use new motor and driver we qualify carry our passengers reach where them they go. You sabi say many of our road no good. We dey take extra care drive for safety and comfort of our passengers.
Correct! Safety first. Safety first. Amelsa Motors. Now you, Biko. Carry go!
Amelsa, carry me go.
Amelsa Motors as lion be king of forest. Now so, Amelsa Motors be king of the road. Bam!
By the way, the boss break.
My country people, who now remember Easter Gbedu? Yes, sir. Independent to television and radio don't come again. Oh, this one na meristic swagarism for papa, mama, brother, sister, picking. Even that to baby where they inside belle will never arrive. You take inclusion for this Easter Gbedu. Hey, gwe.
Skibby 1, Skibby 2, Skibby 3,
Don't let them do you take. Oh, come mark a present as a gift to Sakwa for Gate. An additional gift for competitions like gospel singing competition, football juggling, egg raising, filling the bottle, aim competition, and the star prize now boom. For damn. Hey, so that gospel band and the DJ Amando, then they on ground Gidigba to make you dance like Ikoto. ITV Radio, una no go kill person no. The date now Monday 28th March for 2016. The time now 11 o'clock for morning. Venue Unko now ITV Radio corporate headquarters for Glass House, Airport Road for Benin City. The gate fees now Ogbele 500 naira for one person. Make I see you there. This Ogbonge program will get support from Univer Institute of Technology for Siloko Road for Benin City.
GDT Roofs.
Make your building your dream home. Crest your building roof with GDT stone-coated roofing tiles. Your roofs, doors, MDF and HDF box master. Visit GDT Unique Roofs and Doors for your quality stone-coated roofing tiles and doors that do not fade or tear. They are fireproof and suitable for all climate. GDT Unique Roofs and Doors, an authorized distributor of Rosa-coated roofing tiles, South Korea. Stocks different colors and design of Rosa Bond, Roman Classic, Clio, Spanish Stone, Piano, Rowood 035 and 016 to suit any design of your building at affordable prices. GDT Paris Professional Roofers. Our foreign wood and steel security doors are produced to the highest quality with exceptional durability and strength that brings excellence to your home. GDT Unique Roofs and Doors, a subsidiary of Gabriel's Defense Technology. Head office, number 5 and 7 Isekere Street and Kilometer 10 Sapla Road, Benin City. Number 13 Cadastral Zone, Day Market, Abuja. Call 0809-950-0136 or 0805-059-6823. GDT, never compromise.